हेलो फ्रेंड्स, नमस्ते, आदाब, सत श्री अकाल। मैं प्रोफेसर दत्तात्रेय गोड़के फिर से आप सभी का एक बार स्वागत करता हूँ आपके चहेते शो में जिसका नाम है रीड विथ मी। चलिए कुछ अच्छा सुनते हैं। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, मेनी मेनी कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस टू यू ऑल एंड आई एम रियली grateful towards all of you for showering so much of love to this Read With Me show. So far, we have completed many of the books which includes first one is Ikigai, the next How to Take Back Control of Your Life, next Inner Engineering a Yogi's Guide, next Ikigai, next The Power of Positive Thinking, next Think and Grow Rich, and so on. If you have missed any of the book reading, please find the link of that video in the description box. You can go over there and you can enjoy that learning. तो चलिए शुरुआत करते हैं आज के एपिसोड में। वी आर गोइंग टू रीड अ वेरी स्पेशल हैंडबुक. Recently, I have received from one of our viewer a special handbook which is prepared by Andhra Pradesh government, and this handbook is regarding how we can or how you should watch the movies. ओके मतलब जो भी मूवीज या जो भी क्लिपिंग्स हम देखते हैं दैट में बी अब तो बहुत सारे वीडियो स्ट्रीमिंग प्लेटफॉर्म्स है, दैट में भी अमेजॉन प्राइम है, हॉटस्टार है, यूट्यूब है, then like that number of video streaming platforms are there. And in this time this Andhra Pradesh government has came up with a very special handbook for students, and in that they have given a few of the inputs how you are going to watch the movie. Or in simple words we can say that अगर आप कोई एक स्पेसिफिक मूवी देखने जा रहे हो तो उस मूवी में आपको क्या देखना है, मतलब वहां पे जाने से पहले ही वी आर गोइंग टू प्रिपेयर अवर माइंड व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू और व्हाट वी आर एक्सपेक्टिंग फ्रॉम दैट मूवी. एंड आई थिंक सो दैट इज द बेस्ट मेथड टू लर्न समथिंग न्यू. या तो जो भी अवेलेबल है उससे ज्यादा अगर हमें लर्निंग एक्वायर करना है देन वी मस्ट हैव अ पॉजिटिव माइंडसेट और वी कैन से अ राइट माइंडसेट टू अचीव व्हाट इज बीइंग सर्व्ड ऑन आवर प्लेट. And as a result of those OTT platforms, number of video clippings, number of shows are there, but we are not knowing that how we are going to how the look at those shows. क्योंकि जब कोई भी बुक वगैरह हम रीड करते हैं तो बुक में पहला जो चैप्टर होता है या जो प्रीफेस होता है वहां पे मेंशन क्या किया होता है, in order to maximize the learning from this book what you should have, or we can say in simple words what are the prerequisites to read the book. Similar to that, this Andhra Pradesh government has prepared a special handbook for students that will describe you regarding what things you need to or what type of mindset you need to prepare in order to watch the movies. तो चलिए शुरुआत करते हैं. स्टूडेंट्स हैंडबुक स्किल जेनी विच इज प्रिपेयर्ड बाय हायर एजुकेशन डिपार्टमेंट गवर्नमेंट ऑफ आंध्र प्रदेश. नाउ लेट अस सी व्हाट चंद्रबाबू नायडू the Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh want to say. My vision for students of Andhra Pradesh is to be employable at a global level through mastery over English and soft skill. Similarly, the Gantra Srinivas Rao, Minister of Education and Human Resource Development Andhra Pradesh, is saying, I want the students of Andhra Pradesh to be the best in the country and compete at international level. Now here one figure is given or demonstration is given which skills we are going to have or which skills we are expecting in our students. And those are soft skills, and in that soft skills we can have a look at. First is nothing but empathy, then coaching and mentorship, personality development, then motivation, negotiation, time management, creativity, and finally communication. Okay, in upcoming slides we are going to have a look at the bigger picture at these qualities regarding soft skills. Let us go ahead. Okay, I will skip these contents. Okay, let us start with lesson number 1. Yes, I can. think positive. As human beings, we face problems in life. We try to run away in fear. We cannot reach our goal. We should be positive. This lesson talks about a positive attitude. You must have heard about the achievement of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, Steve Jobs, Narayan Murthy of Infosys, and many such other great people. They have not become great overnight. They too faced problems in their lives, but they could face all problems boldly and mold their lives in a positive way only through their attitude. Attitude is everything. Two seeds lay side by side in the fertile spring soil. The first seed said, I want to grow. I want to send my roots deep into soil under me and send my sprout through the earth's layer above me. I want to open my tender buds and announce the arrival of spring. I want to feel the warmth of sun on my face and the blessing of the morning dew on my petals. And so she grew. The second seed said, I am afraid if I send my roots into the ground below, I don't know what I will face in the dark. If I push my way through the hard soil above me, I may damage my delicate sprouts. If I open my little buds and snail may eat them. If I open my blossoms, a small child may pull me from the ground. No, it is better for me to wait until it is safe. She waited and waited, yard hen scratching around in the early spring for the food, found the waiting seed and promptly ate it. Source book, The Condemned Chicken Soup for Soul by Jack Canfield, Mark Victor Hansen and Patty Hansen. If you want to be the rainbow, you must know how to put up with rain. And in order to understand the lesson 1, you should have a look at these two films. Srimantadu, a recent movie in Telugu, speaks about a positive attitude of a young man, starring Mahesh Babu. Then second movie, Dead Poets Society 1989, a movie in English for developing positive attitude. Let us go ahead, know about these people. This is Narayan Murthy, then this is Yusuf Malalai, then this is Bill Gates, Steve Jobs and Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Choose an answer to assess your attitude. First one, you have an interview tomorrow. First answer, you attend a haircut, get ready with your dress and certificates. Second, you watch a movie, get up late in the morning and search for things. Second question, your father is upset with some problem, he needs your help but scolds you. First answer, you go away from house, and second answer, you stay with him and give him confidence. Third question, you ask your father for a new mobile, your father does not have money. First answer, you wait for time, and second answer, you make a row in the house. If your answers are A, B and A to above these three questions, you have a great positive attitude. All great leaders achieved success only through positive attitude. If you cannot climb uphill thinking downhill thoughts, you cannot climb uphill thinking downhill thoughts. In order to have positive attitude, what you need to do, that is demonstrated here. Positive attitude is encouraging others, being happy through achievements, not worrying constantly about problems, managing stress, not thinking about bad times, not losing faith in oneself, aiming for success, showing patience and facing problems confidently. Let us have a look at, if you want to form the positive attitude, which things we are in need of, that you can have a look at here. Let us go through it once again. Encouraging others, being happy through achievements, not worrying constantly about problems, managing stress, not thinking about bad times, not losing faith in oneself, aiming for success, showing patience, and facing problems confidently. If you can dream it, you can do it. Walt Disney. Lesson number 2, my strengths. Phone them well. Smart people identify their strength and build their success on them. This lesson helps you to identify your strengths and build your future on them. Okay, or you can say it as a SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis is nothing but what? S stands for strength, W stands for weakness, O stands for opportunity, then T stands for threats. Okay. Here in this lesson number 2, we are going to have focus on strengths. Smart people identify their strengths and build their success on them. This lesson helps you to identify your strengths and build your future on them. It is not always easy to do what others want you to do. That's because you may or may not want to do it. You may not be really good at doing it, but if you are truly good at doing something, nobody can stop you. This being good at doing something and trying to do it passionately becomes your strength. Once upon a time, a turtle and a rabbit had a race. They agreed on a route and started off. We know who won and why. Slow and steady wins the race was the lesson. Read the extension of the story. The rabbit thought for a while and felt that overconfidence and carelessness were the reason for his defeat. So he called for a race a second time. Sure enough, the rabbit ran the race with energy and enthusiasm and won, leaving the turtle far behind, proving that the fast and consistent will always beat the slow and steady. Now the turtle did some thinking and realized that he could never win if the route was the way it was. He thought for a while and then challenged the rabbit, but on a slightly different route. The rabbit and the turtle took off at the start line. The rabbit, not to be outwitted, ran all through at top speed until he came to a broad river. He stopped because the finish line was on the other side of the river. In the meantime, the turtle trundled along, got into the river, swam across, and continued walking to the finish line and won the race. This is where you have to understand that identifying your strength matters so much. However, the story continues. In the process of racing so many times, the rabbit and the turtle become friends and decided to run the race together. This time the rabbit carried the turtle on the land and the turtle carried the rabbit in the water. They reached the finish line together with greater satisfaction, proving that when individually strong and brilliant people come together and share their strengths, success is guaranteed. I know my strengths and I know what I can do, and I can do it again and again until I reach my goal. For in order to develop this attitude, or in order to know your strength, you can have a look at a 300 movie which was released in 2006. A story in which finest Spartan soldiers, motivated by honor and glory, see the battle as their duty to protect the rest of Greece. Even strategy of theirs is based on their analysis of their strengths. Do you think the exam in the cartoon allows each animal to use its own strength? Let us have a close view at this picture. Here in a row, there are some birds are there, monkey is there, penguin is there, elephant is there, then fish is there, okay, then dog is there, and one more animal is there, okay. And there, in order to judge their eligibility, here one person is sitting, and for a fair selection, everybody has to take the same exam. Please climb that tree. And what he is instructing to all of them, for a fair selection, everybody has to take the same examination. Please climb that tree. This tree, all these animals has to climb. State whether the statement is a talent, what I do naturally, personal trait, behavior, or a skill, what I have learned. Okay. हियर यहाँ पे क्या हो जाएगा, यहाँ पे ये जो मंकी है वो आसानी से इस पेड़ के ऊपर जा सकता है, ये बर्ड भी जा पाएगा, लेकिन ये पेंगुइन जा सकता है या नहीं, ये एलिफेंट जा सकता है या नहीं, फिश जा सकता है या नहीं, ये एनिमल जा सकता है या नहीं, और ये डॉग जो है वो जा सकता है या नहीं. देयर इज अ लिटिल बिट हेजिटेशन. लेकिन अगर फॉर वी हैव टू हैव द फेयर सिलेक्शन प्रोसीजर, एवरीबडी हैज टू क्लाइंब दैट ट्री. एंड एज राइटली सेड बाय अल्बर्ट आइंस्टाइन, अगर आप एक जो क्या बोल सकते हैं, एक फिश होता है, उसकी एबिलिटी अगर वो कितने फास्ट एक पेड़ के ऊपर चढ़ सकता है ऐसे अगर जज करोगे तो डेफिनेटली वो जो फिश है वो कभी पेड़ नहीं चढ़ पाएगा, और अगर वो चढ़ने की कोशिश करेगा तो वो ही विल लॉस्ट हिज लाइफ. ओके, सो ही सेड दैट डोंट जज द एबिलिटी ऑफ अ फिश बाय trying or by asking him to climb a tree. Your strengths, you have to have the focus on talent, knowledge, skills, and personal traits. State whether the statement is a talent, what I do naturally, personal trait, behavior, or a skill, what I have learned. First one, I am good at writing poems. Here you have to write whether it is a talent, personal trait, or skill. Second, I have learned to use MS Office well. Third, I am comfortable even with strangers. Fourth, I do my work on time. Fifth one, I have some training in accounting. Sixth, I believe there are no failures. Seventh, I see the darker side of things most of the time. Eighth, I love to work for long hours. And finally, ninth one, I have learned tally. Observe whether you have any of the strengths in any of the strengths given above and add a few of your own. Build on your best. Be sure you put your feet in the right place, then the stand firm. Abraham Lincoln. Let us get ahead with lesson number 3, that is most important, self-esteem. Most of the time very few people are looking for it. I am worthy of love. Your faith in your abilities makes you respect yourself. Such kind of love and respect for yourself is self-esteem. Observe the following conversation. I am a graduate with promising communication skills. My peers frequently passed comments on me that I won't get my dream job of anchoring on TV as I look dark. I am also teased that I don't stand chances of good marriage either. Anjali, a graduate. Second, I am shy and cannot make friends easily. I am called a bookworm and sissy. I lost self-confidence and I can't concentrate fully on my studies. I feel inadequate. Varun, student. Not only these two, but most of the youngsters like them experience low self-value. When the above youngsters realize and use the strengths of their skills, they develop their self-value, which is also called as self-esteem. I get to know myself. A beautiful white rose who couldn't see herself had no idea how pretty she was. She did not realize that she was admired for her perfection, her perfume, and the softness of her petals. The rose was beginning to fade and wilt. A young girl put the wilting rose in water inside a lovely, colorful glass vase. She placed it by the window. For the first time, the rose got to see herself in the reflection of the window. Because of water and sunshine, the rose regained her former charm. Looking at her reflection and knowing how beautiful she was, she said, "Wow, till now I haven't realized who I was." If you really want to know who you are, you just look into your heart. What matters most is how you see yourself. I am strong. I have gone through hell and kept walking. I know my weakness. I am worthy. It took me a long time to believe that I have worked through my unworthiness. I am beautiful and no one needs to convince me that anymore. I have dropped the illusion of not enough. I am perfect. I have imperfections. I have imperfections, but that doesn't make me imperfect. I am perfect as I am. And in order to develop this attitude, which movies you can have a look at? Maga Maharaju, a Chiranjeevi starrer Telugu movie about self-esteem. Then Kerintha, a Telugu film in which youngsters project their self-esteem. And Forrest Gump, which was released in 1994, an English movie starring Tom Hanks. Assess your understanding of self-esteem by marking the following statements as a true or false. First, self-esteem means feeling good about yourself. You have to mention whether this statement is true or false. Second, self-esteem means being proud of who and what you are. Third, a person who cares about his health has high self-esteem. Fourth, a person with low self-esteem is unhappy when others succeed. A person with high self-esteem is very confident and optimistic. Sixth, a person with low self-esteem enjoys new experiences. Knowing your strengths, weaknesses, achievements, etc. helps in raising self-esteem. So list yours. My strengths are, you have to mention your strengths here. My weaknesses are, you have to mention it here. And my achievements are, you have to mention here. Why I need to improve, here you can mention something. Summary, first one, to develop self-esteem, appreciate and respect yourself. Feel good about yourself. See yourself as deserving the respect of others. And finally, have confidence in your own abilities. Second, high self-esteem. High self-esteem gives you the courage to try new things and the power to believe in yourself, makes you optimistic and helps to resolve your problems and help others. Third, low self-esteem makes you feel excluded and disconnected from society, makes you want to surrender your individuality and conform to stereotypes, makes you feel you can't handle life's challenges, and finally leads to depression, destructive behavior, eating disorders, or alcohol or drug abuse. The strongest factor for success is self-esteem, believing you can do it, believing you deserve it, believing you will get it. I need to repeat this. The strongest factor for success is self-esteem, believing you can do it, believing you deserve it, and believing you will get it. Let us get ahead with the lesson number 4, that is self-confidence. Believe in yourself. You may be rich and intelligent, but if you do not have confidence, you cannot come out and speak. Hence, apart from all your hard work, self-confidence is very important. It can be acquired through practice. Gandhiji too developed it through constant practice. It gives you energy. Prerna. The story of Khushbu Rawat. Prerna is the name of the school where Rawat is studying. Her mother died when she was just 2. Her father is a drunkard, remarried, but her stepmother died too, leaving in her care 2 half siblings who are still toddlers. Patriarchal attitude, domestic violence, and child marriages forced women and girl children to surrender to the male domination. Rawat might have surrendered too, but with the support she got from her teacher Urvashi Sahani, she became confident. Her father has beaten her brutally to stop schools many a time. But with a developed self-confidence, Rawat stood strong and focused on her studies. One thing Sahani had taught me is that I am not not so weak that I should die, says Rawat. Now she is working with a lunch suppliers and earns for family. She was given scholarship to go to London to participate in a drama workshop. What led me to start Prerna was really a faith that education was the answer to girls' problem, says Sahani, who fights against early marriages and for women's education. Listen to the inspirational story of Rawat. At here one link is given. If you are interested, same link will be given in the description box. You can go over there and you can have a look at it. You were born with wings, don't crawl, learn to use them to fly and fly, said by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. You were born with wings, don't crawl, learn to use them to fly and fly. How to train your dragon. In this movie, a young Viking teenager aspires to follow his tribe's tradition of becoming a dragon slayer. After finally capturing his first dragon and with his chance at last gaining the tribe's acceptance, he finds that he is no longer inferior and achieves everything with self-confidence. Watch How to Train Your Dragon. At here one link is given. This same link will be given in the description box. You can go over there and you can have a look at how to train your dragon. Do's for self-confidence. Set challenging and realistic goals. Stay positive. Believe in yourself. Think and act confidently. Learn from your mistakes. Be competitive. Get to know yourself. Live with principles. Empower yourself with knowledge and have a great aim. And don'ts for self-confidence. Set challenging and realistic goals. Don't be a critic for yourself. Don't expect to be successful for the first time. Don't be afraid to seek help. Don't have negative thoughts and don't feel inferior. What Abraham Lincoln says, I walk slowly, but I never walk backward. And without your involvement, you can't succeed. With your involvement, you can't fail. As rightly said by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, former President of India, or we are also calling him as a People's President or Missile Man of India. Let us get ahead with the lesson number 5, teamwork. Together, everyone achieves more. We know that two brains are better than one. Teamwork always produces better results, but it also includes many skills. This lesson discusses such skills. What happens when there is a function in your house? All of you divide the work among yourselves and work in small groups. Your family, friends, relatives work as a large group and achieve the target. The success or failure of any activity depends upon the way the team coordinates and works. Observe the picture here. Six ants are trying to drag a piece of twig from one bank to another. They are working as a team. It is impossible for a single ant. In the same way, when we take up a bigger activity, it includes so many stages. Don't aspire to be the best in the team, aspire to be the best for the team. Observe how importance of teamwork is explained in one of the stories of Panchatantra. Once a crow, a tortoise, a deer and a rat were good friends. Crow, tortoise, deer and a rat were good friends. One summer, the tortoise came out for a breath of fresh air. A hunter saw it and caught her. He bound it with a rope to sell in the town. The crow noticed the trouble. She assembled the deer and the rat and planned to save the tortoise. She assigned roles to the rat and the deer and promised to coordinate the whole project. There was a stream on the way. The deer pretended to be dead and lay under a tree. The rat waited in the hole nearby. The crow took position on the tree. When the hunter saw the deer, he thought he had a double profit that day. He kept the tortoise at a distance and went to the deer to confirm it was dead. The crow crowed once, and the rat came out silently and cut the rope of the tortoise, which at once slipped into the water. Following this, she crowed twice, and the deer sprang to her safely. Thus, the rat, the deer, and the crow achieved their mission of saving the tortoise. At the end, the tortoise thanked the friends and they all celebrated the day. Belbin's team roles and influencing psychological factors. Plant, dominant, very high IQ introvert. Resource investigator, stable, dominant, and extrovert. Coordinator, stable, dominant, and extrovert. Shaper, anxious, dominant, and extrovert. Monitor, evaluator, high IQ, stable, introvert. Team worker, stable, extrovert, low in dominance. Implementer, stable and controlled. Complete finisher, anxious and introvert. Specialist, introvert, sensing, thinking and judging according to Myers-Briggs type indicator, Beta 1994, page number 108 to 112. Qualities of a team leader. Okay, we will start from the bottom. Listen and learn, motivate, inspire, coach and lead. I need to repeat the qualities of a team leader. Listen and learn, first quality. Second, motivate the team members or team players. Third, inspire the team members or team player, then coach them, and finally lead them. How to behave in a team. Be proactive and positive, be respectable and fair, be open to new approaches, communicate openly, share issues with the team, use consciences, then encourage discussions, celebrate accomplishments. 6 statements of an efficient team leader. First, I admit I did wrong. Second, if you please. Third, what's your opinion? Fourth, thank you. Fifth, I'm proud of you. And finally, sixth one, we together. You should have conducted many programs in your college. Check if your team has fulfilled the following. Check your team skills. For each question, judge your group's level and check the appropriate box. Met the goal effective teamwork, somewhat effective teamwork, ineffective teamwork. Did we cooperate? Here, either you have to tick met the goal effective teamwork, somewhat effective teamwork, and finally ineffective teamwork. Okay, out of these 3 boxes you have to tick which one is appropriate. Did we communicate? Out of these 3 boxes you have to tick the correct one. Did we concentrate? Once again 3 blocks. And were we respectful? Tips for effective teamwork. Understand the team goals, objectives and time frames. Know your role and responsibilities in relation to the team. Respect others' opinion, perspective and thoughts. Share knowledge and expertise. Acknowledge and appreciate others' contribution. Emphasize while resolving conflicts. Manage the conflicts within a team effectively, and finally provide coaching or mentoring to the needy members. Let us go ahead with lesson number 6. 18th camel, negotiate and win. We use negotiation skills with a family, friends and a range of people and organizations. These skills are a part of our everyday life. This lesson talks about these skills. Have you ever solved a problem between 2 of your friends? What do you do in such conditions? You stop their argument, you listen to each of them, you understand and analyze their problem, you communicate and develop intimacy, and at one win-win point, a point which is agreeable and profitable to both the parties, you bring them closer by solving their problem. This will be possible if you have good decision making ability and good moral values. You must behave without any bias or partiality. What are all these skills? Nothing but negotiation skills. Read the story. 18th Camel. This is a very old story. It is popular in many countries. A father left 17 camels as an asset to his three sons. After the death of their father, they opened his will. The will of the father started that the eldest son should get half of 17 camels, and middle son 1/3 of 17 camels, and youngest son 1/9 of 17 camels. As it is not possible to divide 17 into half, or 17 by 3, or by 9, the sons started to fight with one another. How will the sons divide the camels as per their father's will? The son failed to solve the riddle. They started fighting. One day they heard that a wise man came to their village. They approached him. He listened to them and smiled. He read the will carefully and asked them to listen to his words. He added his own camel to the group. He gave 9 camels to the eldest son. The middle son was to get 1/3, and 1/3 of 18 being 6. The middle son was allowed to take 6 camels. Then came the turn of youngest son, who was to get 1/9 of 18, which works out to 2. So the old man gave him 2 camels. All the 3 sons were shocked but felt very happy. How is this possible? It is just because of his 18th camel. What skill did the wise man use to specify the fighting brothers' negotiation skills? It is hard to get what you never ask for. I need to repeat this. It is hard to get what you never ask for. Some don'ts when you negotiate. Don't talk without prior knowledge of the issue. Don't proceed vaguely without having expected outcomes. Don't intervene when discussion is going on. Don't mess up with so many intentions. Don't let other people control the situation. Don't be rigid and foolish. Don't be silent. Don't confuse negotiation with a confrontation. You should remain calm, professional, and patient. Don't become emotional. Remember to stick to the issue. Don't make it personal. Don't be angry, hostile, or frustrated. Don't blame the other party if you can't achieve your desired outcome. Choose an answer to assess your negotiation skills. A good negotiator is always rigid. You have to choose true or false. A bad negotiator talks much. True or false. A good negotiator keeps balance and does not criticize anybody. True or false. A good negotiator understands the problem well. True or false. A bad negotiator argues, confronts. True or false. A good negotiator intervenes in a discussion. True or false. A negotiator needs listening skills. True or false. A good negotiator has goals and objectives. True or false. A bad negotiator doesn't have goals. True or false. And finally, negotiation includes many skills. In order to develop this skill, you have look at a Telugu film in which the hero escapes from dangerous situations with his negotiation skills. Then Jobs. This movie was released in 2013, American biographical film inspired by the life of Steve Jobs. Have a close look at this picture. One man is sitting over chair and another might be his boss, who is having gun in his hand, and he is saying, I request you to attend the negotiation skills seminar. Let us get ahead with lesson number 7. Don't conform. Be yourself. Think for yourself. You are influenced by peers, friends who mold your personality either into a better or bad one. Monitor such pressure from peers. Hi friends, how many of you have accepted your friend's proposal to go to a movie even when you have an exam the next day? How many of you insisted on your parents buying you high-end mobiles as your peers carry them? How many of you got attracted to compulsive habits like smoking as you wanted to conform to your group of friends? Have you ever realized why do you do so? Yes, to belong to the group, but there are both advantages and disadvantages in such a behavior of conformity. Setting good goals and developing good character are the positive sides. However, you also feel the pressure and tend to pick negative traits too. Follow friends blindly and suffer. God, I am a fool. Wow, he is so cool. Get inspired and learn something new. Pressurized. Sagar has completed his graduation in business management. He is from a small town with aspirations to do his masters in management from a reputed business school. However, he wants to work and plan for his further studies. So he has got hold of a good job and joined classes for his admission test. Initially, it went well as per his plans. As time progressed, he became good friends with colleagues at office. His new friends always enjoy outing after work in the evening, though he avoided them initially. The constant pleading of his friends made him ill to the pressure. He started missing classes frequently. Naturally, Sagar's preparation for the admission test was not up to the level he planned. He wrote the exam on the scheduled date. The results were announced. The Sagar stood no chance of admission for that year. He realized that he lost one valuable year. Negative pressure from peers is never direct but is subtle. So observe and care for your life. Watch this video which shows that peer pressure can be positive too. Okay, the link of the video we are going to share through the description box. You can click on that link and you can have a look at it. And in order to develop this skill, you can have a look at the following movies. Boys, a Telugu movie where teenagers with the support and pressure from peer group make some ultimately decisions and face the consequences. Heathers 1988. Then Finding Nemo 2003, an English animated movie. Okay, if you want to build up these skills, you need to have a look at these three movies. Access your awareness of positive and negative peer pressure by making P or N against each situation. Malti is smart and studies very hard. Her friends do not like to study further. Malti too doesn't want to go for higher education. Raju takes care of younger siblings. He loves to help his mom. His friends force him to hang out with them. Third, Sangeeta doesn't plan her studies, but her hostel mates make her schedule her preparation along with them. Fourth, Raghu's friends force him to go for jogging along with them every day morning. Then, fifth one, Anil knows the difference between right and wrong. When his friends encourage him to make fun of a girl, he does it. Say no to negative peer pressure. Summary: consequences of negative peer pressure. Losing sight of one's goals, spending money lavishly, getting addicted to alcohol or drugs, becoming lazy, losing personal values, becoming depressed and stressed. Next, qualities of positive peer pressure: respecting others, working hard, participating in sports and clubs, making healthy decisions, achieving good grades, volunteering in community, and learning leadership skills. Skills necessary in dealing with peer pressure: self-awareness, coping with stress and emotions, decision making, problem solving, and interpersonal relationships. Identify positive and negative pressures from peers and plan to overcome negative peer pressure in a different ways. Let us get ahead with lesson number 8. Empathize. Step into their shoes. Empathy is the ability to understand another person's difficulties and point of view. In the following situation, observe the difference between the responses of a coach and those of a teacher. Anu missed her basketball training for 3 months as her mother had fallen severely sick. Her coach refused to listen to her. He also refused to take her back. Madhav, a hard-working bright student, is very irregular to classes. His teacher talked to him and listened to his problem. Madhav's alcoholic father is forcing him to stop college and go for work. His teacher convinced Madhav's father about his son's abilities and also helped the boy in getting a part-time job. Who showed kind understanding? This kind of understanding is empathy. Feel others' heart. Young Kiran is fond of puppies. His mother took him to a seller of puppies and said, "You are getting a puppy for your birthday." Kiran jumped in excitement. There were many cute, cuddly and healthy puppies of different colors jumping around. His mother tried to help him in his choice. She showed him a hairy, tall and bright milk white puppy. However, Kiran's eyes fell on a very small brown puppy in a corner. He said, "I want the brown one." The seller said, "It can't be your playmate. It can't jump and run around you. It helps a limb in its right leg." Kiran replied, "That is why I want the brown one. The other puppies are jumping around and are playing with one another. The brown one is left alone with the playmates. I want to be its playmate." Observe the emotion of Kiran that made him choose the brown puppy with a limb. Empathy. Let us have the long form of empathy. Let us treat empathy as an acronym. E stands for everybody needs somebody. M stands for model and mirror. P stands for put yourself in their shoes. A stands for ask if you can help. T, treat others the way you want to be treated. H, hurtful or helpful. And Y stands for you feel better and they feel better. Choose a yes or no and assess if you are the genie of empathy. I am disturbed by others' pain. I am upset if someone is treated disrespectfully. I like to make people feel better. I have feelings of concern for people less fortunate than me. I listen to my friends when they share their problems with me. I can know if others are sad even when they don't share with me. I can be in tune with other people's moods. When people around me are harassed or troubled, I try to be of help to them. Instead of putting others in their place, put yourself in their place. The more number of yes for above statements, more empathetic you are. Follow these tips and become empathetic. Develop positive curiosity about strangers. Challenge prejudices and discover commonalities. Offer physical affection. Offer help. Volunteer. Use your imagination. Treat people as important. Nurture relationships. Identify with their personal experience. Listen with your head and your heart. I do not ask the wounded person how he feels. I myself become the wounded person. Walt Whitman. Practice of embody build a culture of empathy. Let us get ahead with lesson number 9. Time management. Plan your time, plan your life. Hello friends, how often do you hear yourself saying you don't have enough time? Do you wish you should have more time for your studies, for your favorite sport, for preparation of competitive exams? You can have time for all these things if you plan your time. Learn to manage your time by the following tips and advice given. Time and tide wait for none. Anthony was a very lazy boy and always used to postpone things. One day, his father tried to make him understand the value of time. He said one should always do things on time. Anthony promised his father that he would never postpone things. One day, he came to know about the first prize he got in a singing competition held last month. He was asked to collect the prize the same day. He didn't care and went to collect the prize the next day, but the prize became useless for him, as it was a ticket to a circus show which was held the previous day. Anthony learned a lesson from this incident. Can you guess the lesson Anthony learned at the end? Give importance to the things that really matter. Give importance to the things that really matter. Access how good you are at a time management. First one, you plan how many hours you will need to study a week. Second, you meet assignment deadlines. Third, you write a daily to-do list. Fourth, you prevent social activities from interfering with your study time. Fifth, you take your studies as your responsibility. And finally, sixth one, you set specific goals for each project. Each yes is equal to 1 mark and no 0 marks. If your score is 4 to 6, you are good time manager. Between 2 to 3, it is okay, but not up to the mark. If it is less than 2, you need to change many aspects. Until we can manage time, we can manage nothing. Peter Drucker. Life and time are the world's best teachers. Life teaches us to make good use of time, and time teaches us value of life, as rightly said by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. In order to understand the importance of this time management, you can have a look at a time management movie which was released in 2009. Okay, the link of that movie will be given in the description box. Learn to prioritize your work. Observe the box and prioritize your daily activities under 4 heads as given below. First head, important and urgent. Second, important but not urgent. Third, not important, not urgent. And fourth, not important and not urgent. Place each activity given below as per the box provided above. Idling, skill development, watching TV, preparing for exams, chatting, dealing with others, request, relationship building, medical emergency, writing an article, reading gossip sites. Practice these for effective time management. Avoid postponement, organize workplace and home. Say no whenever needed, firmly but politely. Develop no disturbance time zone. Use waiting time usefully. Prepare a to-do list. Prioritize. Replace useless activities with productive activities. Break big tasks into smaller chunks. Find your most productive time. Learn the skills of time management. Urgency, importance. Manage your time. Do it now, do it later. Third quadrant, avoid it. And fourth quadrant, delegate it. To reduce stress and function effectively, to increase your work output and to have more control on your activities. With the help of activities given on the left, identify your own time wasters and replace them with useful activities. For example, I have mentioned here one, watching TV and reading book. Like that you can go on mentioning, and what you have to do, you have to replace time wasters with useful activities. The key is not spending time but in investing it. Stephen Covey, American author of The 7 habits of highly effective people. What he says, the key is not spending time but in investing it. Let us go ahead with lesson number 10, my goal. Plan for it. Studies, career or life, you must have a clear-cut idea of what you want to learn, gain and achieve. You must set a goal for this. Learn how to set it goals. What do you want to become in life? This is a question that you often hear people asking you, and do you really have an answer to this? If you do have one, you are on the right track. But if you don't, start thinking about what you want to do in your life. Analyze your strengths, examine your resources, gear up your skills, and then plan for your future. You now have a goal. Most important is the attitude you have to achieve your goal or goals. Do not be discouraged by failures ever. It's a dream until you write it down, and then it's a goal. Mahatma Gandhi, Walt Disney, Thomas Edison, what was their vision? What motivated them? How did they plan? What strategies did they use? And what was their determination? Learn this. At the crossroads, a man was traveling and stopped at an intersection. He asked an elderly man, "Where does this road take me?" The elderly person asked, "Where do you want to go?" The man replied, "I don't know." The elderly person said, "Then take any road. What difference does it make?" How true? When we don't know where we are going, any road will take us there. Begin with the end in mind. And in order to develop this skill, you can have a look at Will Smith's The Pursuit of Happiness, or In Pursuit of Happiness. This movie was released in 2006. A story of a struggling salesman taking custody of his son as he is poised to begin a life-changing professional endeavor. Was the way he stayed focused on what he wants to achieve. This is a very fine movie. You can have a look at it. A goal is a SMART. When SMART stands for S stands for specific, M stands for measurable, A stands for attainable, R stands for relevant, and T stands for time. Okay, specific means clear objective, measurable, or we can say it as a quantifiable, attainable, we can say it as achievable, relevant is nothing but useful, and time is nothing but a definite time period. If you refuse to accept anything but the best out of life, you very often get it. State what features of SMART satisfy each of the goals. You have to write here goals, and here you have to write SMART. Specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bound. And you have to write the answer to each one of these, either yes or no. I want to earn 50 crores from my first job. You have to write whether it is a specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, or time bound. Okay. Then second, I want to become a teacher after my post graduation. I want to get married to an understanding person. I want to become the Prime Minister of UK. I want to travel to many places. You have to decide exactly what you want in every area of your life. You can't hit a target you can't see. Where I am going, where I am aiming, I am undecided. Where is the target? I will be safe here when I do. Where are you at this moment? States yes or no for the following. First, I am ambitious in my goals. Second, the fear of failure stops me. Third, I like challenging goals. Fourth, I actively work towards my goal. Fifth, I tend to give up easily. Sixth, I have little control over my emotions. Seventh, my strengths are needed for my goal. And note, if your answer is yes for 7, 4, 3 and 1 and no for the rest of them, then you are geared towards your goal. Set goal, make plan, get to work, stick to it and reach goal. Let us get ahead with lesson number 11, mind mapping, planning for your life. Mind mapping is a way of planning things. It is like note making. It helps for clearer thinking and better planning. It gives clarity to your plans and a good direction to our ideas. What goes into the mind map? Please compare the write-up and mind map and observe how mind map is drawn. Spring is one of the 4 seasons. When there is a spring, there will be a warm sun, there will be a greenery all around, birds gather on trees, and there will be birds and flowers, and nature turns beautiful with honeybees and butterflies. First, draw a circle in the center of the page and write spring. Second, observe the underlined important ideas. Then third, as spring is associated with 5 factors, draw 5 lines in different directions, write names or pictures. Fourth, draw branches to indicate various factors. Note, use different colors for easy identification. Compare the following write-up and mind map on health. Observe how mind map helps you in remembering things clearly. Health is possible through diet, exercise, sleep, and stress management. Okay. In order to easily state it, here the words are there, and at the right hand side here you can find the mind map. Firstly, we will go for the word explanation, and then we will have a look at the mind map. Good diet consists of wide variety of fruits, vegetables, bread, then cereals and vitamins which are low on fat and high on fiber. Exercise includes warm-ups, stretching, aerobics, weightlifting, treadmill, etc. 33% of our life should have sleep. The consequences of sleeplessness are many. By maintaining regular sleeping hours, by sleeping on a comfortable bed, by taking up regular exercise, and by quitting smoking, we can have comfortable sleep. The other factor that impacts health is stress. Exams, work pressure, relationship issues, etc. create stress. The effect of stress are disorders. There will be worry, diarrhea, anxiety, etc. There are solutions to manage stress like relaxation techniques like yoga, meditation, deep breathing. We also need to avoid caffeine, smoking, and alcohol. Help also can be obtained from doctors, dietitians, and nutrition assistants. Okay, you can have a look at this word explanation, and now you can have a look at this mind map. This mind map is really easy, very easy to understand, as well as it is very easy to remember as well. Okay, let us get ahead. Tony Buzan popularized the idea of mind mapping. He is an English author and educational consultant. Please observe the following mind map about Buzan and write about Buzan in your own words in the space given below. Here the Buzan's mind map is given, and by looking at this mind map you have to write the what we can say essay below. Buzan was nothing but an author, educator, sportsman, intelligent. Then he was also covered in media, advisor, founder, and he has developed few of the softwares. Okay. Now if we will take a look at this author, then what we can say, he has written almost 95 books. Then those books are published in 150 countries, and those are translated into 30 plus languages. He has written poetry as well. Okay, like that we can go on elaborating this mind map, and we can easily write an essay about him. Benefits of mind map: useful resource, training tip, brainstorming, revision, project management, strategy development, risk management, communication, creativity, teaching, memory tool, concentration, solve problems, etc. etc. Learning how to learn is life's most important skill. Learning how to learn is life's most important skill. Let us get ahead with lesson number 12, decision making. Choose the right option. Right from the morning till night, we take many decisions every day. They may be about breakfast, choosing a dress, going to a movie, or anything. These are smaller issues, but when this is about bigger things, it becomes more difficult. This lesson helps you how to make difficult decisions. Read the story, The Frogs and the Well. Two frogs lived in a pond during one summer. The pool dried up. The frogs had no option but to leave the pond. They set out in search of a new home. As they went along, they came across a deep well with water. The moment they saw it, one of the frogs said to the other, "Come on, let's dive into it. It will give us shelter and food." The other frog replied with a greater caution, "The big ponds have dried up, so there is a chance that even wells too dry up. So, if the water in this well dries up, can we get out of it? Think before you take a decision. Once you are made your decision, don't look back." First, tomorrow is the last day to pay university examination fees. Your father has to send you the money. What will you do? Second, type of decision. No decision. You let others take decision on your behalf when the issues involved are not important. Snap decision. You take a quick decision without thinking about the consequences. When time is a constraint, these decisions are made. A responsible decision. You take a decision considering others' views, not only me, and also your future, not only now. Many important decisions that you take in your career are responsible decisions, and you have to learn that art of making decisions. Third, analysis. Problem: having no money to pay university examination fees. Cause of the problem: father has not sent the money for the reason not known. Probable solution: ask the university authorities to give additional time or postpone the last date. Not only me, it's not a possible alternative. Second, sell my mobile and pay the fees. Not only now, I may need my mobile in future. Third, wait for somebody to help without doing anything. This is equivalent to no decision. Fourth, borrow money from my friend and repay it once I get from my father. And fifth, any other solution. Decision making involves problem solving too. While taking decisions for complex problems, we need to follow these steps. Define the problem, that is to identify the problem first. Second, try to know the cause of the problem. This will enable you to find a better solution. Third, look for possible solutions. You can brainstorm for alternatives. Initially accept and list out all the solutions even if they are apparently not feasible. Fourth, now prioritize them, taking into consideration what is best for you now. Consider others, not only me, and consider future, not only now. By thinking beyond yourself and beyond the moment, you are more likely to select choices that are useful to the society with benefits in future. Fifth, select one from those as a solution. Explain your decision to the people who got affected. Sixth, take a viable and acceptable decision. Seventh, implement it to solve the problem. It doesn't work, choose the next one and try again. Study the following. You are organizing your college sports day. Just 1 hour before the function, you are informed that 3 prizes are missing. What decisions or decision do you make? Here, space is given. You can write your decision. It's not hard to make decisions when you know what your values are. Roy Disney. It's not hard to make decisions when you know what your values are. Let us get ahead with lesson number 13. Browse to learn. Sky is the limit. You know well that internet has opened gates to unlimited knowledge, World Wide Web. makes it possible to learn things from any point of the world if you have internet connection. You can type your favorite subject in the browser, Google or Mozilla or Bing or any other search engine, and with a click on the enter button, you are taken to a series of web pages. You can choose, read, make notes and expand your knowledge. You can also check images, videos, maps, books and many more. For your awareness, a picture is given below with the various parts. Educational researcher Sugata Mitra speaks about the future of learning. Okay, the link of that video will be given in the description box. You can have a look at it. For your convenience, links related to web pages and videos are given in the book. Type the web link or URL in the address or search bar and click enter. You will be taken to that source of information or video or podcast. There are millions of pages on various aspects of knowledge. Core rules of etiquette. Adhere to the same standard of behavior that you would follow in a real life. Know where you are in cyberspace. Respect other people's time and bandwidth. Make yourself look good online. Share expert knowledge. Respect other people's privacy and be forgiving of other people's mistakes. Websites for education. First, Wikipedia. Wikipedia is a free open content online encyclopedia created through the collaborative effort of a community of users known as Wikipedians. Then second, NPTEL. NPTEL is a national program on a technology enhanced learning, provides e-learning through online web and video courses in engineering, sciences, technology, management and humanities. Then third, Khan Academy. Khan Academy is a non-profit educational organization that provides free video tutorials and interactive exercises. Fourth, MIT website. MIT OpenCourseWare, MIT OCW is an initiative of MIT to put all the educational materials from the undergraduate and graduate level courses online, freely and openly available to anyone and anywhere. Then Coursera. Coursera is an educational technology company that offers massive open online courses, MOOCs. Sixth, Quora. Quora question and answer sites is a social networking site where people can ask questions and get answers. Sites for employment. LinkedIn, a site of professional networking. Create an online profile which is similar to your resume. Naukri.com, Career Builder, MonsterIndia.com. Naukri.com, Career Builder and Monster India are a few popular sites that give job notifications. Social networking sites where users could communicate with one another and share information, media such as pictures, videos, music and blogs, etc. etc. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Video sharing sites, YouTube, through which we are meeting right now. Photo sharing sites, that may be Flickr, that may be Canva, that may be Pixels, that may be Pixar, like that many sites are there. Internet is becoming the town square for the global village of tomorrow, which is said by Bill Gates. Internet is becoming the town square for the global village of tomorrow. Let us get ahead with lesson number 14, write your resume. It speaks a lot about you. A resume is a documentary record of your contact details, educational qualifications, skills, and employment history in a nutshell. As it establishes your details, it should be appealing and convincing. This lesson helps you in preparing your resume. What does a resume contains? First, a name with contact information, your postal address, email and mobile number. Second, objective. appears just below the contact information. It briefly describes the type of job you want and also skills that make you the best candidate for the job. Third, education, all your educational qualifications, the most recent first. Fourth, work experience, the company, the job title and responsibilities. Fifth, achievements, if any, skills, interests, languages known, any relevant skill in terms of software and hardware and other technical skills. Tips for writing a resume. First, tips for writing a resume. First, write down all the details that you want to include in your resume. Second, select a format. Third, be simple, brief and straight. Next, do not lie about your qualifications and experience. Next, sometimes resumes are filtered by keywords. See that the words associated with the job are included. Next, don't leave unexplained gaps in the timeline, a year of, etc. Do not copy someone else's resume. Next, ask your friend or a teacher to check it for spelling mistakes, review, revise and edit. Avoid fancy fonts and colors. Print it on one side of sheet only, limit it to one page. Use A4 size paper. Study the following model resume and prepare your own in the same way. Pani Prakash D, name with contact information. Then flat number 501, here his full address, postal address with mobile number and email ID is given. Objective, what the candidate wants. Seeking a full-time position that will utilize my marketing skills and experience in a pharmacy sales. Then details of education. Okay. Most recent completed education you have to mention first and followed by other educational qualifications. Followed by achievements, received a certificate of appreciation from the MD Group Limited for achieving highest sales and so on. Skills and interests relevant to the job may be given. Familiar with Windows, Linux and MS Office, having knowledge of Tally. Then details of internships, experiences or achievements. Begin with verbs like develop, conducted, participated, designed, managed, operated, planned, compiled, analyzed, wrote, execute, monitored. Here you can write experience, interest, then languages known. Okay, that may be either you can read, write or speak. Then give the name of the person who knows you and also inform him or her that you have mentioned him or her as your reference. With these tips in mind, try to prepare your own resume. Remember, your employer does not spend more than 30 seconds on it, hence be clear and concise. Lesson number 15, body also speaks. Listen to its language. You face with its forehead, eyes, eyebrows, nose, mouth, lips and the other parts of your body, shoulders, hands, fingers, legs and even feet can express what you are thinking in your mind. This is called non-verbal communication because this communication does not use words. Features of body language. First, posture, second, facial expression, third, eye contact and fourth one is gestures. Ramesh is very intelligent but he never bothers about his body language. He holds the book between his face and me. I cannot see him sometimes. When asked a question, he immediately starts biting nails. Most often during presentation, he pulls the sides of his shirts and keeps on swinging on his legs. He touches his face and looks at the ground. He does not look into the eyes of others. I warn him, but he ignores. He also does not bother about attending a salon. He comes to the college in an untidy way. He is seen frowning at his friends and shouting at the top of his voice through he is sharing good things. His staring into the eyes of girls is irking. All underlined features indicate negative body language. Try to avoid them. Tips for great body language. First, smile. Second, don't cross your arms. Third, make good eye contact. Fourth, keep your body pointed vertically toward your guest. Fifth, nod at key points. Sixth, stand up straight. Your expression is the most important of all the things you wear. Your expression is the most important of all the things you wear. The correct handshake, the ready position, then the glow, not for interviews, the bone crusher, avoid. The correct handshake, the fingertip folder, avoid. Circle an answer for the following picture to measure good or bad body language. Okay, here few of the images are given. You have to circle either good or bad to measure the body language. Okay, you can go through these pictures and you can circle. Avoid the following negative aspects related to regarding eye contact. These pictures, have a look at the pictures and you must have to avoid them. Hands, you should not cross your arms. You should not point towards anybody. Legs and feet, how you should keep your legs and feet. Then face, nails and mouth, standing and sitting. Okay, you should take care of that. Let us get ahead with the lesson number 16, interview skills. Grab your dream job. Most of you think twice when you hear about campus interviews, but with some skills and ideas about interviews, you can easily get through them. This lesson offers you such interview tips. Observe how these two candidates succeeded. A fresh graduate with a psychology degree was able to grab a job as a retail store manager for a high-end clothing lines. She could beat people with many years of experience. To the question, "Why are you the perfect candidate?" she replied, "I belong here. I make a blank slate that can absorb all the right information for getting the job done. I am new, I am fresh and very eager to learn. I won't be as complacent as all these other applicants. I wanted to let you know that I just received an offer for an associate position in manufacturing. It was the culmination of nearly 3 months of near constant preparation. I used your LOMS programs and your PST preparation resources throughout the process." What made them succeed? Confidence, presence of mind, wits and preparation are the secrets here. 4 P's techniques to have success in interviews. Prepare, practice, present and participate. Prepare, which are the 4 P's? Prepare, practice, present and participate. Then do's for the interviews. Organize all the required material neatly. Have a good dress sense and groom well. Reach the place of interview well in advance. Be cheerful and expressive. Have positive body posture. Be honest, sincere, simple in your talk. Be assertive and confident. Be polite in answering. Leave a good last impression by saying thank you. Replace the chair and other things in the original place when you leave the room. Don't search for anything in an interview as it creates a bad impression. Don't fold arms or close palms. Don't drag the chair and make a noise. Don't be rigid. Don't cross your legs. Don't tell lies. Don't be very submissive or aggressive. Don't argue, confront, challenge. Don't feel frustrated if you lose the interview. And in order to enhance this skill, you can have a look at Key, a Jagpati Babu's movie in Telugu, and second, Exam. Read the following quotations and identify the skill. Clue words are given in bold form. An example is given to help you. People who are unable to motivate themselves must be content with mediocrity, no matter how impressive their other talents. Andrew Carnegie. This represents the self-motivation. Okay, I am going to read the below statements, and in front of that you have to mention the skill which it represents. Our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is always to try just one more time. Thomas Edison. Peace begins with a smile. Mother Teresa. Success without confidence is not possible. Being successful in life is very important. Barack Obama. Climbing to the top demands strength, whether it is to the top of Mount Everest or top of your career, which is rightly said by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Practice the following questions. Facing interviews in a nightmare for some students, but for some others it is an excellent forum to display their knowledge, skills and confidence. Can you guess the reason? It's simple. Enough practice. A list of frequently asked questions is given below. One is tried as an illustration. Can you try answering the remaining? Introduce yourself. Second, what are your strengths and weaknesses? My strengths are adaptability, positive attitude and hard-working nature. My weakness is I find it difficult to tell lies whatsoever the reason. Third, can you tell something about our company? Fourth, why should we hire you? Fourth, are you willing to relocate or travel? Sixth, what was the toughest decision you ever had to make? Seventh, would you lie for the company? Eighth, on a 10-point scale, how do you rate yourself in communication skills? Ninth, how long would you like to work for us if we hire you? How much salary you expect from us? Take a glance. 85% of the interviews are decided in first 2 or 3 minutes, so be careful about handshake, eye contact, body language and right posture. Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe, said by Abraham Lincoln. Let us get ahead with lesson number 17. Be the change. Say no to discrimination. Some people don't tolerate others because of their color, language, sex, nationality, religion, and so on. Change the world into a better place of happiness and respect. Hi, have you ever felt let down when you were not allowed to play a game of cricket, saying that only boys play that game? Have you ever felt discouraged when your mother said that you are a boy and you can't help her in kitchen as ably as your sister does? Were you ever refused an opportunity to perform in a college stage play because you are fat, lean, short or dark? Did you feel shocked when people from particular countries are looked at suspiciously to other nationalities? Yes, you are treated with bias, prejudice and discrimination. People all over the world face such discrimination based on their sex, color, religion, race, nationality and so on. But as a young man and woman, you can bring change in such thinking and transform the world into a better place to live in harmony. So, you be the change. One moon, one wall, one people. We may have different religions, different languages, different colored skin, but we all belong to one human race. Solve the riddle. Boys and girls in a class are asked to solve this riddle. When Deepak and his son Arjun met with an accident, Deepak is instantly killed and his son is injured. Arjun is rushed to a hospital, but the surgeon on duty becomes very upset and says, I cannot operate on this child, he is my son. Both boys and girls immediately responded, "How is it possible when the father is already dead? What is your solution to the riddle?" It has become a riddle because the youngsters could not immediately consider that the boy's mother, a woman, to be the doctor. Change transformed her life. Remember why Srilata, with intellectual disability from Kanepalli village, Anantapur, won gold and silver medals at the Special Olympics LA World Games 2015. Being trained in vocational education with the basic life skills and sports, she learned badminton and table tennis quickly. She was selected for Special Olympics LA World Games 2015. She created history along with a team of 12 other Indian athletes at the World Games by bagging 17 medals for India. Observe type of discriminations she must have faced and how a change in people's mind has transformed the girl. Find how these people fought against discrimination and brought a change. Nelson Mandela and Yusuf Malala. Remember, first, don't discriminate others because they are women, weak or disabled. Second, don't be biased because of religion, color, race, nationality or sex. Third, don't be prejudiced against people because of their language, cultural practices and food habits. Fourth, all are equal. And finally, fifth one, be inclusive of all and be human. Let us get ahead with lesson number 18, social responsibility, the joy in helping. As members of society, we take a lot from it in many forms. We also have to give back to it. This is a social responsibility. How does it feel to help a person in a distress and see his eyes fill up with unshed tears while his lips open up into a tremendous shaky smile? You really feel good, right? This kind of help you extend to people in need makes you a kinder and more responsible person. Sometimes you serve others because it is good for the society. This is what individual social responsibility is all about. A devastated visa after Hadhad. These are no rescue teams. These are people like you and me, the common people. You can have a close look at the pictures. Chennai floods. I kept standing near the window waiting for my husband. Suddenly, I saw 4 young men going through the water on the other side of the road. I thought they were the rescue people sent for me. I called out for help. At first, they did not hear me, but when they passed by a second time, they did. I asked if they were from a rescue team. "We are not a rescue team, ma'am, but we will help. Tell us what you want," said one of them. These were 4 unknown boys. Helping hands are better than praying lips. Helping hands are better than praying lips. In order to develop this attitude or develop this skill set, you can look at these movies. Srimantudu, a Telugu movie, touches your heart as you see the hero helping the weak and downtrodden. Infectious, which was released in 2009, watch it to see how an individual strives to remove oppression from society. Reflect on them for a moment. They are enthusiastic and open, and you have to choose agree, partially agree or disagree. Okay, please have a close look at the pictures. They are sympathetic and warm, agree, partially agree, disagree. They are problem solvers, agree, partially agree, disagree. They are innovative, agree, partially agree, disagree. They are empathetic, agree, partially agree, disagree. Observe how these youngsters give back to the society. The young and determined Varun Sharma has taken up responsibility to bring electricity, education and empowerment to a remote tribal village in Odisha. Second, Nupur Guliani, a prospective chartered accountant, gave up a lucrative career to work in rural India. Then third, Shalini Krishnan quit a high-paying job to teach tribal students. Fourth, two young engineers transform a Bihari village. Fifth, a young engineer from BITS is helping farmers in remote villages of MP. Abhinav Sharma, a final year master student in mathematics at BITS Pilani, helps with educational, recreational and material from the cities reach children in villages, slums across the country. 7. Manika Solanki, student from Delhi Volunteers for CRY. She says that CRY motivates orphan children to go to government schools. Develop such enthusiastic openness, empathy, warmth, sympathy, problem solving ability and innovation skills. You will truly be a great worker serving others. Success has nothing to do with what you gain in a life or accomplish for yourself. It is what you do for others. Danny Thomas. Success has nothing to do with what you gain in a life or accomplish for yourself. It's what you do for others. Let us get ahead with lesson number 19, Earth, our home. Let us keep it clean. Our life is dependent on the well-being of Earth, but it is the name of the modern advancement we are causing a lot of damage to it. Learn to care for our home, this Earth. These days, everybody is talking about hot skin-searing summers, cold-biting winters, sudden floods, ultimately cyclones, and they say that these are the results of global warming, a man-made disaster. What a sad plight we are in. What are we doing to our planet? What are we doing to our home? What will we give to our future? Read the story of Red Moon, the Red Moon. There was once a little grey planet that was very sad. The people living there had contaminated the whole countryside so much with rubbish and pollution that there were no plants and animals left. One day, a little boy walking on the planet noticed a small red flower inside a cave. The flower was almost dying, so the boy carefully dug up the flower with the roots, soil and everything. He searched all over the planet, but everywhere it was so contaminated that there was no place the flower could possibly live in. Then he looked up at the sky and noticed the moon. It seemed to the boy that maybe the plant could survive there. So the little boy put on his astronaut suit and climbed into a spaceship. He put the little red flower into the back and up they went to the moon. Far away from all that, the flower started to grow. The flower was so well cared for that it had soon germinated, giving birth to flowers, and these other flowers spread onto other flowers. Before long, the whole moon was completely covered with flowers. That's why whenever the little boy's powers open up for a few minutes, the moon takes on a soft red sheen like a warning light. Maybe it's telling us that if you don't look after your planet, a day will come when flowers will only be able to grow on the moon. Earth Days 2009, an English movie that traces the origins of modern environmental movement. Watch out against garbage on the roads, garbage clogging rivers, cars, carbon fumes in the air. What do we do now? Plant more saplings, more greenery, carpool, laser fuel use, laser pollution, segregate wet and dry waste, And in order to plant more and more saplings, we have started with Project Green Hands. If you are interested, you can also contribute in it. If you want to know more regarding that Project Green Hands, please check out the link in the description box. And you have to add a few more. Time to wake up, time to think. Be truthful in your answer choices. What do you do when you see a tap at a public place turn on and water leaking? A. Ask someone to turn off the tap. B. Turn off tap yourself. Then C. Complain to the authorities about wastage of water. Second, what will you do if you are asked to participate in a no garbage on the roads drive? Participate actively, participate because others are doing so, participate and not do anything. Third, where will you start keeping things clean? Outside the house first, on the public roads first, at home first. Fourth, what will you do if you are chocolate wrappers lying all over the floor in your classroom? Ask the sweeper to clean the room, complain to your class teacher about the room, pick up the wrapper and put it in dustbin. Earth provides enough to satisfy every man's needs but not every man's greed. Mahatma Gandhi. What he said, Earth provides enough to satisfy every man's need but not every man's greed. Let us get ahead with lesson number 20, leadership qualities. Be the leader. Are leaders born or made? If you look at the lives of famous leaders like Mahatma Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, you can guess that leaders are not born. With a vision for a change, hard work and commitment, leaders are made. This lesson teaches you how to develop such leadership qualities. Learn about these people and know about their leadership qualities. Satyanarayan Mandela. Born in 1967, Satyanarayan Nadella is an Indian-born American business executive. He is the current Chief Executive Officer of Microsoft. He was appointed as CEO on 4th February 2014. His colleagues and peer Bill Hilp speaks about his leadership style like this. He is very inclusive. He brings people in and gets them excited to work on stuff, and that's what I think his magic is. His authenticity and the way he is able to inspire people and not just push them. He can inspire them to do great work and get them motivated and excited. That's really about him as a person. Whether he was running a technology company or a non-profit, he would have the same demeanor. Then Sunita Williams. Before becoming an astronaut, I was a helicopter pilot, but realized my skills, got trained and entered in the field of space engineering. I appeal you to know your skills, your comfort zone and your position in the organization to make you successful, and you will also become an asset to your organization. You never get nervous when you are in the field of your choice. I was never nervous during my flights into space. During my first flight, I was a crew member with the 7-member team. During the second one, I was the team leader and had members from Europe, Japan with a different thinking, and taking them along was a task in itself. Race, gender, caste, economic conditions, nationality, etc. are no bar to become a leader. 6 qualities of effective leader. Once a king's 2 sons had to build 2 large canals to supply water to the royal estate. The first son took part of his father's riches and part of the army traveled north when he ordered the people to work hard. He oversaw the work, paying the villagers fairly, and finished the project within time. Proud of his work, he returned to the palace, but he was told that his brother had taken only 1 year to build his aqueduct in the south. He investigated and found a few irregularities and informed his father about them. He built his aqueduct deviating from the plans. He created so many outlets that barely half the water arrives at the royal estate. He confronted the prime minister in front of the villagers and he left without paying any of the workers. He even used your soldiers as laborers. The king replied, "My son, what you say is true. Your brother had the initiative to modify the aqueduct to improve it, the wisdom to propose something which would improve the lives of everyone. And so he convinced the villagers to work quickly and without pay. He had the courage to confront the prime minister to defend justice and the charisma to get his soldiers to work even more hours than the villagers. His commitment was so great that he himself was the one who worked hardest on the project, forgetting his princely status. This is why everyone adores your brother and would do anything he were to ask of them. He is more than their king, he is their leader. Identify the 6 qualities and practice them in your everyday life." What makes one an effective leader? 10 qualities for making a good leader. First, honesty. Second, communication. Third, confidence. Fourth, creativity. Fifth, commitment. Sixth, ability to delegate. Seventh, positive attitude. Eighth, sense of humor. Ninth, ability to inspire. And 10th, institution. In order to know the qualities of leader, or in order to nourish those, you can have a look at a movie entitled as Swadesh. Watch SRK's movie in which the hero shows several leadership qualities out of these 10. The difference between a boss and leader. Let us have a close look at this picture. Boss drives employees, depends on authority, generates fear, says I, blames others for a breakdown, knows how it's done, uses people, takes credit, commands, says go. And let us have a close look at this picture. Leader coaches employees, depends on goodwill, kindles enthusiasm, says we, fixes the breakdown, shows how it's done, develops people, give credits, asks and says let's go. Great leaders don't tell you what to do, they show you how it's done. Leadership is not showing the authority. Do not wait on leader, look in the mirror, it's you. The more we give importance to skill development, the more competent will be our youth. That's it as per as this handbook is concerned. Thank you all of you for connecting with us. Thank you all of you once again for connecting with us. तो चलिए मिलते हैं with the next episode of this very special show which is entitled as Read with Me. चलिए कुछ अच्छा सुनते हैं. अगर आपके पास भी कोई ऐसा एक बुक है या कोई प्रोसीडिंग है जिसने आपकी लाइफ चेंज की हो, या आपको लगता है कि हमारी जो यूथ है हमारे पूरे देश की, उसके लाइफ में कुछ ना कुछ तो पॉजिटिव चेंज ला सकता है, देन प्लीज डोंट हेजिटेट टू शेयर दैट डॉक्यूमेंट विथ अस. Our team will segregate it and we will try to have the reading of that book or proceeding just for you. Okay? तो आप भी क्या हो सकते हैं, you will be the luckiest one to be selected as your copy of reading. Okay? तो चलिए मिलते हैं with the next episode of this very special show which is entitled as Read with Me. चलिए कुछ अच्छा सुनते हैं. तब तक हंसते रहिए, मुस्कुराते रहिए, कुछ अच्छा सुनते रहिए. अगर आपको बाहर जाने की जरूरत पड़ रही है तो प्लीज वियर मास्क एंड मेंटेन सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग एंड बार बार अपने जो हाथ है वो साबुन से या सैनिटाइजर से साफ करते रहिए. थैंक यू सो मच. In order to encourage our efforts or in order to support our team, what you can do, you can subscribe to our channel and help us by sharing this video with as many people as you can to reach to a larger audience, so that our vision we should complete. What is our vision? To create a peaceful, joyful and loving world. Okay, and in order to achieve it, firstly we have to have the tremendous power in our brains. Already we do have that much power, but we are not knowing regarding that. So let us help us to reach out to as a larger audience as possible. Thank you so much all of you for connecting with us. Have a great day. Thank you.
Appreciate our efforts by subscribing to our channel. Thank you.